And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Happy time zones, wherever you might be. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracen. And welcome back to, as the sign says, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. The grind continues. Last time, we did nothing. We killed time because I think the game was expecting us to still have side quests left to do when it was like, cool, the Queen will be here in like a month to finish the chapter. So now we're waiting out the month. Nothing happened. Also, my audio was bad. Let's get going. Daniel, turn off the sign. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, this tooltip is personally aimed at me and I don't like it. Also, we're back to another day of Twitch saying my hit rate is both bad and unstable, despite the graph being a flat line and the numbers being good. We've explored everywhere, right? We did all the roads we can currently get to without forts and stuff. My army is doing anything, or I think I was just kind of stationing them around the place. Not a lot of extra recruitment to be done. Yeah, I think we just kind of return to durdling. Yeah. Well, we can't get to these bones in a pool of mud. That's a tease for later in the game, I guess. We can go and investigate those bones. Point at them and say, bones. I'm just going to walk back to Dresden. Because there's little else to do. Crusade morale has gone up. We are all EP. Back to the grind oof mood. I know, right? Yeah, sure. That setup's fine. Dialogue? I've written a book by one great thinker that the further we are from civilization, the less civilized we become. As those stone walls, law scrolls, and the expectation to eat at a table laid with a tablecloth are all that stands between us and barbarism. Talk quicker, Darren. You can really tell the difference. That's true, I'm reluctant to see a more feral Darren Aronday. I mean, me too. Oh, I assumed this would be a conversation with Ulbrig, because those are mostly the non-voiced ones, because he was DLC. The corruption has increased. Yeah, that's bad. What would Corruption 3 do? Wow, be very bad. Well, we can fix this when we get back to Dresden. Which will take a day's hard march, and thus time will be killed. Also have a crusade notification. Ah, we distributed provisions, that's why the morale went up. Can't remember why the morale went down. Ooh, we have... Did I just say ooh? That's not a thing I've knowingly ever said. Nidal, the land of necromancers and followers of Zon Kuthon, is a nation of ill repute, but the demon invasion poses a threat even to them. Also, the concept of a nation of ill repute is... I'm going to go with at minimum racist. Also kind of makes them sound like they're all sex workers, but in a really judgy way. The news that a contingent of Nidalee forces is on its way to Dresden has caused a scandal in the capital. A scandalo. So we don't have the Lich option, which will probably be like, yeah, cool, same hat. If we refuse them, we get 100 energy points. If we let them stay, we get 8 vampires and 2 shadow dancers. I mean, that sounds rad. We'll put them to rest, get 3,000 monies, and morale goes up. Yeah. If one of your options lets me get vampires, I mean... Come on. The Nidalee's officer reported to the commander that reinforcements had arrived. He's diligent and polite, and all of his soldiers are veterans. Every one of them has had at least 100 years of combat experience. Neat. We also have a new decree. We can enchant the Stone of Ghostly Pathways, or we could if we weren't already doing an diplomacy thing. How did Last Forces do? Right, so we need a ton of finance points, and it will just recruit an army that gets better the later we do it, basically. I'm led to believe this will not be the last chapter. We have Crusade things to do, so I think we leave it. Let's go to army view, because now I believe we should have a new army. Yeah. 8 vampires. They're mythic. Immune to a whole bunch of things. DR3, vampiric touch. Healthy. And Shadow Dancers, a grand tier unit, whatever that means. Make illusions. They're also well, I think all the people we have are healthy. And the fact that there's literally 10 people here and it's already a strength 2 army suggests these are pretty good. We have so many assorted reinforcement squads. Would like 8 vampires be better than 6 paladins, or better than 14 champions? Wish there was a way you could just kind of directly compare the numbers. I mean, there probably is. 190 hit points and 3 power. What power do? Oh, right. I think that's just used for charging your abilities. But they don't have power and they have abilities. I don't know. Yeah, well, each of these Shadow Dancers has 10 times as many hit points as champions, so that would suggest they're probably better. How many HP do these have? Yeah, also, like 200. So that suggests they would be better than these paladins. Yeah, there probably are numbers where I can more kind of directly compare things, but I don't know how. So, there it is. And we can't afford a new general that would potentially let us put these squads together, so they will stay as they are for now. I don't know why some of these have changed to have a kind of cool illuminated sea. Frankly, choices have been made all over the place. What about the other reinforcement squad? Would 10 Inquisitors be better than any of these? I'm kind of doubting it. Let's say no. Let's just carry it. Come on. We need time to pass. That was a day. Did anything happen? I don't think so, or it would tell me. Time to meet with the Queen! Haha! We've spotted the enemies. Don't care. We're making progress! Still don't care. Been another day. So first I want to check this Crusade notification. Oh, it's just telling us we can make more beer peoples? Why not? And the arrival of Queen Galfrey. Queen Galfrey has arrived in Dresden, escorted by the Royal Guard. She expects the commander to appear before her post-haste. I mean, I'm here. Let's go. Never been able to click that button before because I'm never usually in Dresden when these come in. Now I am the one approaching the table. Queen Galfrey of Mendev meets your gaze. Her eyes are bright and clear, and her voice rings with solemn triumph.
I received regular reports about the course of your activities. And I wish to take a moment to publicly thank you, Knight Commander. Your victories as a military commander are undeniable and will not be forgotten.
I mean, you say publicly. Like, we're still in private council chambers. Stretch and hydrate. Yep. You make a good point. It's important to warm up. No, I think we're about the temperature I can stand. Maybe it's a reality show with hidden magic cameras, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. But honestly, if that was going to happen around here, I feel like it would be set up by me. Or maybe Darren. Not the Queen. She's far too lawful for this. But yes, so we're great. Thanks.
It was my pleasure to work on this one matter with you, Commander.
You're welcome.
We will discuss future plans and military objectives later. Now, for the main purpose of my visit. The Hand of the Inheritor summoned me here. He believes that you will require my help when you attack the Midnight Fane.
Remember when we had VA all the time? This is great.
Temple virtually on top of a Crusader stronghold. No one could have predicted it. The sooner we bring it down, the better.
I mean, it's not virtually on top. It's very much the opposite of that, Your Majesty. The Queen squeezes the bridge of her nose between her thumb and forefinger, seemed lost in thought. I'm not going to give her the magic book. I can't remember what the Covenant of the Inheritor is. Well, let's just go through the tree, shall we? You must consider this extremely important, since it warranted a personal visit that I had to wait a month for.
Of course. We reclaimed Dresden. This is a significant achievement for the Fifth Crusade. It was the moment when we proved that we could win. But we must take the next step. We must
Growth
capture
mindset.
a valuable asset of the enemy. The Fane is the ideal target, because it will allow us to eliminate the threat hanging over Dresden and destroy a key outpost of the Abyssal armies in one foul swoop. That is why I am here, and why I shall be going on the attack with you.
Cool. What will you add? What do you bring to this whole situation?
I don't wish to boast, Commander, but on my own I'm worth as much as a whole troop. Besides, I feel that I am needed here, and my blade has sat in its scabbard long enough.
I don't wish to boast, Commander, but I will. What's happening out in the country, although I've been wandering around all over the place while I waited a month?
Calm. And by that I mean like the calm before the storm.
That's why we use that word.
We fended off an attack on Rosian, and since then, aside from a few skirmishes on the frontier, we have seen neither hide nor hair of any demons.
Must be nice.
There is good news as well. Word of the Fifth Crusade's victories is spreading far and wide, inspiring new volunteers to join our ranks. The Church of Iomedae has received a record number of donations, which are now being used to keep your forces fed and armed.
That feels weirdly
We
phrased.
are growing stronger, and we have to believe that this newfound strength will be enough to win this war.
I mean, my superpowers will probably help. Also, while you're here, do you want to actually come to council meetings and do some work?
No. I put you in charge of the Crusade,
Fair.
and therefore I must trust you. If you want my advice, ask Lady Konomi. Her words are my own.
Lady Konomi is the actual queen. Got it. What is the Covenant of the Inheritor? I guess I'll find out. Do you remember this thing that I don't?
Wherever did you get this?
Don't know.
I thought this relic was destroyed many years ago. How strange it is to see it whole again. At one time, it gave me hope. I am pleased that this object will serve the Crusade once more.
I don't remember what this is. Apparently I had a vision of Iomedae giving it to you. Phrasing.
I was young, and did not fully understand the magnitude of the duty that had been entrusted to me. Iomade gave me hope and strength to see me through the trials ahead, and in so doing, she won my everlasting loyalty.
You still remember the oath you swore? Because I don't, because as established, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Always. No matter how arduous, no matter how dark the skies, no matter how much blood flows from my wounds, I shall stand with you. We shall fight for our loved ones and our friends, for the right to live and die free. We shall do everything we possibly can, and after that, we shall begin to do the impossible. And if the hour should come when our arms can no longer raise our swords, our bodies will become a shield to cover those who still have strength to fight. I, Golfrey, Queen of Mendev, swear this to you. This is my vow.
Okay, well, we can workshop it. It's a little wordy for a vow, I'll be honest. It's more of a speech. We'll work on it. You're good. Apparently, Arilu hit you, and you did not die.
I would proudly declare that to be true, and say that even Arilu Vorlesh could not kill me on her first attempt.
Love that
To do
pronunciation.
so would be boasting.
Arilu
I was protected
Vorlesh.
by my goddess. However, I was glad to see that, no matter how great the betrayer of humanity's power, it is nothing as compared to Iomade's might.
I will hang on to this thing, and then maybe I'll find out what it is.
Then so you shall. What matters is that the covenant of the Inheritor has been recovered. Perhaps it should be in your hands now.
Okay, so it's small enough to fit in your hands. And I'm just a gnome.
Should you ever feel that you know
We're narrowing down the things it could be.
I ask that you give it to me.
Crossed off the list,
I would be delighted
the
to
moon,
touch it again.
a car. We need more time to prepare and also, go to bed because there is so much corruption going on. Toy cars can fit in hands. Dang it, I'll have to put that back on the list.
Give me a sign when you are ready.
Sure. Don't say that to the trickster god gnome you have here, given that you will end up with a literal physical sign. What's the covenant of the Inheritor? Is it? Am I wearing it? Is the covenant of the Inheritor in the room with us right now? Is somebody else wearing it? Probably not important right now, but I have to know. Not. Social, you seem like you would be carrying something called the Covenant of the Inheritor, but apparently not. I am fascinated to find out what we've just been having a conversation about. That looks like it should be called the Covenant of Whateverness. But apparently not. I can't even remember what I'm looking for. Covenant of something. Covenant of the Inheritor, right. Sealer had it, that makes sense. Gives us all bonus to overcome spell resistance and weapons of good alignment. That's pretty great. So we're going to hold on to that. Right. In the words of Robert Smith, let's go to bed. Let's try and make this remove disease. It's knowledge world. Amber, you should put some points in that at some point. Just an idea.
You're proud of what you do. Almost as if it was a respectable profession.
Whereas you think the only honorable killing is killing in the name of a god. That's a zealot's reasoning.
Oh, we made the potion, we just couldn't make cheese on toast. So there's that. We can do alchemy, just not cooking. And did that take the corruption away? How do I see the corruption? I can't remember. I'm sure there was a way. Nope, don't know. Cool, never mind. Alright. I think we're ready. I'm gonna pop a save just in case we are not in fact ready. Yeah, journal doesn't have anything new for us. Let's just check if we've got any crusade notifications before we go. Sure haven't. Today on the 1st of Callistril. Alright.
Well, are you ready?
I'm not going to give you this amulet or this magic book, but let's go.
We must send the people of Dresden to take shelter, and you must inform all of your companions. The hour is upon us.
Why specifically me? Why do I have to inform all my companions? We have staff. I'm notionally the boss here. As the story unfolds, you draw closer to events that have the power to change everything. Some quests and locations may become unavailable. Proceed when you're ready. Cool. I mean, weird that that pop-up only comes after we've already said we're doing the thing. Okay, so who should we bring with us? I think we should bring Seela, because we just had that whole talk about the Covenant of the Inheritor and all that. If I take all of my partners, then what are we missing? We've got a Ruchelet for traps and that. We don't have any arcane power. So we should probably take Ember or Nenio. We've got healing, we've got tanking, we've got shoots. I think that's probably it. Ember or Nenio, Ember or Nenio. I think we just need to set everybody on fire. Ember, you're up. Yeah, this is a solid team. Again, I'm aware I should probably be developing some kind of, like, core squad that I use preferentially, but I'm not going to. I'm very bad at that. I'm worried by how long... Okay. Oh, I just had to punch the floor. I found the weak point in this floor. And then we just cut away. You smell the tang of metal in the dry and warm air of the mysterious fane, accompanied by a hint of rotting flesh. The hand of the Inheritor ruffles his wings anxiously. The golden glow that usually surrounds the angel seems to have been snuffed out. A grim, distorted place. It feeds on foulness and breeds foulness. It's as if we have descended into the abyss itself. All the lands of the world are corrupted with its poison, but I've never seen anything like this. What's up with that? There is a rift nearby, the source of our troubles. The abyss seems to cling to the wound inflicted on the world here. Some kind of world wound. What threats can we expect to encounter here? I'm guessing demons. Demons? Told you. Demons can travel freely through the rift. We don't know where exactly the malevolent gateway leads to in the abyss, but we must assume reinforcements could appear from it at any moment to help the Fane's defenders. Some abilities like Bigitha. Yeah, it's a curse. What's more, demons feel at home here in proximity to the rift. Spells that are supposed to banish them to their home plane will have no effect. I don't think I've prepared any of those, so good. The demons know we're here? Probably. We just punched a massive hole in the floor. Oh, they do, without a doubt. We are on their land, on the very threshold of the abyss. We also announced our arrival quite emphatically when we broke through the barrier, punched a big hole in the ground. Exactly. Cool. All makes sense, let's go. The Queen, who's been silent up to now, raises her hand in an imperious gesture. I have the following tactics in mind for us. The Hand of the Inheritor and I shall take a defensive position and try to, let's say, attract the demons' attention. I'm certain they won't miss their chance to dispatch the Crusade's figurehead and deprive Radiant Iomade of her herald in one fell swoop. Commander, your goal is to battle your way to the depths of the Fane and find and dispatch the demon leader, whoever that may be. However, be alert. If you hear the sound of a horn, rally to our side once more. Together we will break the demons' resistance and dispose of their leader. Then we'll decide what we can do to eliminate this threat once and for all. Okay, be prepared for me to ignore these tactics. Just saying, I'm not a tactics kind of girl. I'm more of a hit things with a dinosaur kind of girl. As if replying to the Queen's words, a terrible roar thunders up from the depths of the Fane. Oh, that must be the master of the house bidding us welcome. My hearing serves me right, that is the roar of a Valor, the most bloodthirsty spawn of the abyss. Find him, champion, and may Iomade light your way. Bye, I guess. Oh no, we're going this way also. Oh, this is going into the Fane. I thought this was the stairs back out. Oh hey, some bow.
You humans, you brought your celestial friends with you? Maybe you'd like to bow before the shrines of Discari, Baphomet, and Nocticula, Our Lady in Shadow.
Hold your tongue, demon. I am Galfrey of Mendev, the Queen and leader of the Holy Crusades. I have come here with my warriors to purge the land you have corrupted. We're here to purge. Got it. Dialogue speed.
Queen or not, you have a clue what you humans call each other? Crush them, you scum, or Damson will have you for dinner.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's which Valor it is, given that we've met a whole one Valor.
Let's have some fun.
Cool. Looks like the hand's got some kind of funky aura going on, and we have many buffs. We have tap proximity, we can't teleport. Oh, that's a bad thing. Holy Symbol of Iomade, which is actually Sealer doing that. Protective Aura, against attacks made or effects created by evil creatures. Visibility, more AC, more... So, yeah, okay. So we're all tougher against evil. But are they tough against Chain Lightning? No. And we have our own demons. It's ironic. Who's this? Stealer. Oh, you should be mounted. Yes, it's a waste of a turn, but on the other... God, Calavac is casting haste on everyone. Having flashbacks. Are these ones also cyborgs? I hope they're not cyborgs. They die much easier than the cyborgs. Every time I call them babows, it just sounds like I'm doing some kind of porn music sting. Who's this? Ruchelet. Why not just shoot them until they die? Thank you. Sure, you can all buff yourselves, but on the other hand, we just hit people and they die. It's not a complex strategy. Ooh, a Babao Eliminator. Have we seen those before? I don't know. I'm not massively impressed. They're not really eliminating. Can these Crusaders actually do something rather than just stand around buffing themselves? watching the angel roll 2 nat 1s in a row. And then a David get hit for 64 on a attack of opportunity. It's a good thing I'm around. She says, rolling a nat 1. Okay, Bigitha's turn. You should also be mounted. Again, yes, I'm wasting a turn to do this, but on the other hand, if I don't do it now, I'll forget. You don't have enough movement to do that. Okay, sure. Beninga. Nice. Huge. This build I've got for Ember is largely suboptimal, but also if I just stick to throwing fire at people, it's pretty solid. He can definitely throw fire good.
Out of my sight.
Don't have a charge path, because of course I don't.
No glory without risk.
Commander looking very prancy there. Ulbrig, jump on this guy. Cool, he dead. Any decent loot? No. But what's this? Well, it's those 3 shrines they were talking about. Why is Clyde the one investigating? Honor Discari, Lord of Locusts, Usher of the Apocalypse. Honor him and feast with his army on the ruins of the world. Bigitha,
Move already.
be seated on this Triceratops. Honor Nocticula, Our Lady in Shadow, or you'll know the poison of her stinger. Less poetic. Honor Baphomet, Father of Minotaurs, Lord of Labyrinths, Deceiver of Deceivers. Honor him and you will be like him, more cunning than devils and one step ahead of the gods. Yeah, some of these gods have more marketing budget than the others. But what's here? The altar's covered in the same symbols as the door in front of it. What door? And has 3 slots marked with the symbol of the 3 demon lords, Tiscari, Baphomet, and Nocticula. Okay, so...
I found something.
What? What? Where? Oh, there's a trap over there. Good to know. We'll get to that. Okay, so yes, here's the door that we will presumably need a key for each of the demon lords. Also, there's a trap there. Door sealed with magic. Rouge.
I finished here. Is
And
there more?
here is a big hole. Here's the creation of the rift destabilized everything down here, triggering hazardous geological activity. We need to distinguish between which of these chasms are like holes into the abyss and which of them are just holes. Regular holes. We have these in the world. Rochelet.
Prepared? I sense something.
Okay, well, we'll go and fix
I'm
them.
trusting you.
There's a bunch of shear over there. How good is your stealth?
Where I shine. I'm glad I was useful to you.
I can't believe they didn't notice us. Also, I kind of love that when you're stealthing, all of their, like, barks are whispered.
I finished here. Is there more?
Hello. That's a lot of dead minotaurs. A tall barricade of bodies spans the passage, and it gives off an ungodly stench. Well, yeah, demon. Huge ash giant carcasses are wedged between broken demon corpses and the tattered remains of mortals. Some of the bodies have obviously been here for a few days and have begun to rot, while others are dripping with fresh blood. They were slain recently. You hear trembling, wicked laughter from the other side of the barricade. You recognize the voice. It's Demoness Monago. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd find us, even here. Look, we've raised a barrow in your honor. Darazand ordered us to disembowel all prisoners and any of his soldiers who dared to show any fear, or not enough zeal. Disgusting, endless, mindless violence waged against friend and foe alike. I used to revel in it. I gave myself over to it, body and soul. Now I only see pointless, filthy carnage. Great! After the first time, the demon's blind fixation on destroying everything in their path has worked out in our favor. Cool, we are going to kill you once we get through this wall, which shouldn't be too hard. We'll see about that. I outlived Nulka now. You failed to kill me in the chapel and in Dresden. You'll not kill me today. This is basic logical extrapolation, surely. I didn't die yesterday, therefore I will never die. Where are you, you dumb beasts? You don't want your body added to this pile? Stop her. Bye. Alright. Oh, and they all teleported over here. And they're all standing right next to each other. I'm sure I have some things that can make that a bad idea. Hit the big one. Big one down. Darren. What area denial can I throw on them? Could chain lightning again? I only have so many casts of that. But on the other hand, it's very funny. Yep. Column B went out. Oh. He had to move to get in range. Never mind. Originally, just shoot them.
Prepare yourself.
Yep. Consider them shot. And Clyde Boy, if we can charge any of. Why do you not have a charge path? What is going on? Yeah, right.
The light take you.
Figure B, right. The mythic one gets back up, because that's what the mythic demons do, and then rolls 2. Get Scorching Ray Idiot. Not quite dead. Credit where it's due. Camera and movement not quite cooperating there. We just get diseased? No. I think we overcame the saving throw. Who's this? Ulbrich. Well, hit that guy again. You killed him once, kill him again. Yep. He looks a lot more dead now that you have exploded him.
I will see to your demise.
No, you won't. Originally will.
Desna, guide my hand.
See? And then he did. They drop anything good? Bardiche +3. Well, that would be good if we had anyone who used two-handed weapons. Barricade made of corpses. Fresh by the looks of it. Well, we've already been over that. Some of them are fresh. Some of them are not. So we can Athletics 23 to just ignore it and go over, or we can try and open this door. Which looks less like direct progression. Let's try and lockpick the door, given that when I say try, I mean we will absolutely manage it.
Is there more?
Well, there's more mythics there. Why don't we just open by charging them? And then watch it expand.
Over there.
Oh, and there's a trap there. That's exciting. You don't have a charge path that slides in the way. So just kind of wander.
Make your peace.
I don't think they're big on peace. They're demons. They're all chaotic evil. which has chaos in the name. I guess in a kind of socio-political sense, chaos and peace don't have to mean different things. Or at least not exclusive things. Okay. Mythic takedown 1 accomplished. Also, that guy is Mult. Why don't you just walk like there? And then Burning Hands. Pop up hands. Yeah, plenty of damage. Can we coup de grace the guy who's down? No? Maybe because we're technically out of brain. No, we can't. Okay, I guess we just wait for him to get up. And Darren can slowly walk over here. Oh hey, he got up. And then we all got attacks of opportunity on him for getting up. And then he missed. And then we missed, so fair enough. Anyway, he's dead now. Crappy Bardishas, don't care. Anything down here? Doesn't look like it. Roosh, you're up. You should probably be stealthy just in case there's a bunch of demons, which there probably will be. Oh hey, a demon. Who knew? She's still fishing for compliments, because that's what everybody with a trickery score apparently does. You can turn stealth on. And let's go and hit this Calabacus with a... Oh, and there's a Retriever there as well. And then, massive rift barrier, question mark? There sure is something going on here. Sure is something. Charge path, for once you do. Nice. Finish him off. Thank you. Do you have a charge? You also do. Wow. A Pursuer Retriever. What's different between, like, a regular Retriever and that? I don't know, because it's not like I've memorized the stat block on a regular Retriever, so hey, they're probably just better across the board. That's generally how these things work. Also, Pursuer Retriever just sounds like somebody tried to translate Hunter Seeker. Charge path? Oh my god, everybody has charge paths today. Charge for 102 damage. What's this thing? This wall of purple flame can only be played in a rift, the one called the Gates of Midnight in the Lexicon of Paradox. My favourite ABC album. Okay, there's demons on the other side of this. So this is just what we would have got if we'd got over the flesh wall. We just immediately got around the flesh wall and it wasn't particularly hard. Oh, there's more than one demon there looking at that initiative queue. Forgot how death from above works. Doesn't need a clear path except when it does. There's several demons. Luckily, killing several demons is what we do for fun. Ah, that only hurts undead, but...
Desna, guide my hand.
Burning up? Solid. Love having Ulbrich as a tank, because he is just so hard to hit. I mean, Bigitha could just, like, Stone Rain them. Only 2d6 damage. Eh. Or Ice Storm them. That's 5d6 damage. It's also enormous and would be a problem. So let's not. Let's just hit them. Nothing fancy, just hit peoples. Are demons people? There's your next question. I'm gonna go yes, just because I'm not here to police my own language. This time, can you chain lightning? I mean, you're gonna have to move to do it, so no. Stupid line of sight rules. Do you have any area denial spells, Sealer? I don't think so. No. Do you have any charge paths? Also unlike them.
The light take you.
Oh, and you failed to kill that marauder. And now they all have haste, which I love less. Oh my god, they're rolling that 20. The demons have developed this technology. Kill them before they can spread it. Thank you. Also, did it just heal 120 HP as it died? Yep. Slightly odd.
Make your peace.
Nice, nice. But I mean, Burning Arc is just always good. See? Good.
Run them through.
Or make them explode. That's good too. You did a stunning screech, and we all kind of went.
I'll make short work of this.
Yeah, we need to work through the mirrors. It's fine. What? Sealer? What are you? Sealer? What are you doing? Has she debuffed you? Why did you just put your sword away? Or mace or whatever. Oh no, it's Theamanda's stunned. Sealer's fine, but she's attached to a horse. Does she not have any, like, damage spells? No. No, she's very focused on what she does. Well, lay hands on this dinosaur. It's something to do. Ulbrich. Hit it. Hit it. In the words of Sheryl Crow.
I will resist.
Work through all these mirrors. Eventually we'll get there. Scorching Ray several times. See, two of them hit. It's all good. Bigitha is also stunned. That's... Come on, learn how to Fortitude save already. Keep attacking Clyde. He has a billion AC. Enjoy yourself.
Out of my sight.
Darren can't shoot worth a damn. And we're all good. That'll up again. And loot the peoples. Again, are they people? Who can say? Magic Fist +1, Protection +1, nothing exciting. A stick. Oh, it's an axe. It's the Blizz. Why is it the Blizz? You'd assume it would not be an ice thing, but it's flaming. Okay. +3 flaming mithril battle axe. On crit, enemies around it can ignite with sacred fire. Reflex saving throw or suffer d6 holy damage. That could actually be pretty decent for Sealer. How does it compare to the Sunstroke? Same damage, just it's slashing and fire rather than bludgeoning and positive. It's mithril, which should reduce her encumbrance. Not that that's liable to have much effect. And that crit is only on nat 20s, while the Sunstroke has a thing that hits every... Yeah, it hits with every attack, so... Well, it procs with every attack. Yes, thank you for the Hydrate and stretch reminders. I was really focusing on those fights. I love how we're back down to like $7,000 after we had $250,000 at one point. Turns out crusades are expensive. Who knew? I mean, 12th century Europe knew. Okay, these are cell doors I can close and open. Is there anything in the cells? Nope. That's just a little interactive functionality that exists. And you can't say it doesn't. Alright. Guess we're off to the abyss. Let's go! Not hell. Hell is a separate plane. Hell is where devils live, I think. Because we have devils and we have demons and we have daemons.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
No, they are big pigmen is what they are. This camera angle is unhelpful.
I will see to your demise.
Into the fray.
Arugula can make... Not Arugula, Seela can make fortitude saves. It's a thing she's good at. That and not thinking too hard about it. Just in general. Shout at this pig. Shout effective. Pig stunned. Shout very effective. Pig dead. Need to look at. The nature of the crystals is definitely unusual. They don't come from the material plane, but the magic you sense in them is weak. Mildly judgy perception check? I mean, most perception checks are kind of judgy when you think about it. How dare we try and perceive things? It's just presumptuous. See, big holes into hell look very similar to big holes that are just holes.
Break against our resolve.
Subsonic hum? Who's humming subsonically? A carnivorous crystal? Any living creature starting its turn within this aura, fortitude save will be stunned for a round. Once you successfully save, then you're fine for a day. Sure. And freeze can hold itself so still it appears to be an inanimate object. Right. So basically, this is a crystal mimic, and we know my views on mimics around here. And those views are, I will drop my griffin boyfriend on you.
Desna, guide my hand.
And I did. Oh, and there's an ancient carnivorous crystal. Which is like that, but better, I guess. What's Razor Sharp do? It hits very hard. Oh, okay. Wait. Well, when Trap and Crystallize, those concern me. Doesn't tell you. And creature entrapped by a carnivorous crystal's attack, so presumably they can do that. Fortitude save to become helpless, and if you fail, then you become petrified. Cool, let's not have that happen. Like, at all. Hey, Amanda, you're on your own, but go. Bigitha, are you... No, you are dismounted because Clyde's having a time. Throw a fish at the rock!
Yes.
Wow, 8 damage. Thank you, fish. Amber. Amber, 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 Amber. Control ball. Natural one. Okay, so I know Briggs succeeded on his thing, so he is not entrapped, and... Yeah, no, hate you. Hate you a lot. Also, you have a bunch of HP.
Make your peace.
Not anymore, you don't. Oh, hey. Theft. Diamond dust. Makes sense in what appears to be a mine. Bunch of it. Neat. Okay, now, while I think, Sealer, saddle up, Bigitha, saddle up. Okay, don't know why they didn't trigger the first time. Tell you what, oh, more loot. Haven't seen any hides of magical creatures. And looking, we should probably heal, especially Ulbrig, because that rock hit him very hard.
It's not ending just yet.
Oh, Darren's got that thing where if he casts a high enough level spell, it comes with Dominate Person, doesn't he? Where was it? The gloves? No. Ah, no, it's Passion Sweet Poison, which probably shouldn't be... Like, it's a limited effect, so I probably shouldn't have it on by default. But yeah, he just cast Dominate Person on Ulbrig. That's kind of hilarious. Anyway, I think this is a good time for me to take a short break. I need to run some ads and get some water and, you know, move all of these good human things. You should do the good human self-care things as well. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is your reminder. And, you know, go and open a portal into hell or don't. But while you do that, if you can leave the ads running, and I will be back with you in a few minutes when we will continue to actually make progress. It's intoxicating. Alright, love to you all. See you in a few. And we're back. Hello. And one of my boyfriends has been dominated by another one of my boyfriends. Somebody get on r/relationships. Oh, and I literally can't control Ulbrig because he's too busy thinking about Darren. Awkward. Oh, here's a poop demon. I forgot these. I'd like to forget them again. Ulbrig, now you're covered in poop. Demon poop.
I will resist.
Shooting them does seem less likely to get you covered in demon poop. And now it's very dead. And the poop is gone. Really, I see this as a strict improvement. Oh no, more poop. Branching paths. This way I'm gonna forever be feeling like I'm missing something. Video games, am I right? Anyway, shoot it. Okay, next time succeed at shooting it.
Did I mess up again?
Okay, look. First up, smite it. And then hit it. And do very badly. Yeah, melee may be the wrong idea, she says, throwing Ulbrig at it in melee. Luckily, Clyde is just that much of a badass.
Precision and grace.
Desna, guide my hand.
Roosh, why are you rolling so badly all of a sudden? Love it if you stopped.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, so we have two paths. Up seems like it leads less towards unexplored territory, so let's go this. Okay, there's more demon. Several Babao. Now, if I try and death from above them, yes, he can. Right. Nice. Another rift up here. Okay. So this is actually the progression path, it would seem. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. There are many possibilities. It could be in a toaster. And if you recognize that reference, nice. What do you have that would work in? Molten Orb. That's fire. Eh. Not amazing.
I'll make short work of this.
Will you? I think mostly what you'll do is make very long work of it and shout about how amazing you are throughout.
Make your peace.
Thank God, Arushale still knows how to hit occasionally. Clyde, do you have a charge? No? Okay.
Let's hear you cry.
Thundering Blows was a good feat to take. Very much enjoying missing people and still causing explosions. Also, why is the sharpshooter just running into the middle of all my people? That's not how a sharpshooter should be fighting. Like, if you're a sniper, you stay at distance. I didn't think I would have to explain this. I have some words about the tactics of these demons. Also, I have some, you know, opinions I would like to express physically. Which is a weird way of saying it now I think about it. Yeah, close enough.
Out of my sight.
Haha! Nat 20 from this guy. Maybe he is amazing after all.
I will resist.
See, Darren rolled a nat 20 and now that succubus is dead. Other two connected, who's to say?
Into the fray.
Run them through.
Also a big fan of having more AC than God. They rolled a nat 20! Jump on this succubus. I mean, it's traditional. And now you're just actively clipping through us. And then you tried to leave and would immediately attack opportunity into mulch. Tell you what, go and claw that guy. Why not? Haven't ineffectually clawed at somebody in a little while.
Surrender or else.
Oh yeah, they have protective slime. I should maybe not do that. But hey, I did 2 damage. And that's 2 damage more than nothing. And now the guy is dead.
No glory without risk.
Cool. Nothing exciting. What about the sharpshooter? Cool bow? A mediocre bow. Probably quite sellable bow.
Head on.
So here we have another door back to the Midnight Fane, presumably a different part thereof. But if we went back here and across this crystal bridge, who knows what wonders we could find.
I lead, you follow.
Nah, Sealer's got point, and then Ulbrig, and then you, at best. Crystal Mimics, or a...
Isn't that boring after all?
What are you? A Vavakia. Have we seen these before? Vavakia? Immune to domination. That makes some of us. Each time it bites, it inflicts 2 negative levels. Jesus God. Let's kill it immediately. Yes, these are good numbers. Thank you.
Out of my way!
Cool. No negative levels if you just kill it. That's the real tag. Have you considered killing them? Full plate of spell nullify. Grants the wearer spell resistance 23. That number's quite large. +3 mithril full plate. Does anybody want that? Thela, how does it compare to what you've got going on? Oh, and it's actually +4. So you have +3 full plate, but it gives you +3 charisma, which is kind of big. Yeah. And better against undead, and better combat maneuver defense. Not that I have ever understood what that means. Anybody else wear full plate? I doubt it. No. Spell resistance 23. That's a lot. Nah, but that +3 charisma is huge. So we'll leave it for now. What else is there in this abyss, cave, gem, mine? Cultists! And then the cultists were Glabrezu. And then John was the demons. Really, only the freshest memes here at the House of Hubris.
Desna, guide my hand!
Wow, these have some AC. And now there's many of them, and they are absolutely chewing Goldbrig up. Interesting. I need to get a look at these people's stat blocks. Level 16, but they have a bajillion buffs. So what we want to do is start immediately throwing dispels. Yeah. Don't you have Greater Dispel? You do. Dispel Magic Greater Area. Note that this will also hit Ulbrig, who I don't think has any magic buffs, so that's fine. Darren? No? Yes? Okay, that one. Dispelled some of the things. Bigitha, you also have Greater Dispel. Ona Adriana, everybody. Okay, well, they've both not got shield on anymore. I'm a big fan of that. Amber, I think it's time to start throwing area effect. This'll hit Ulbrig, but also it's impossible for him to die. Oh, what, his skeletons just died. Well, I mean, they were dead already. Do we have a quicken? We do. Well, regular fireball then. The old fiery bee. Nice when your boyfriend is mathematically unable to die. Life Blast only hurts undead once again.
Make your
Yeah, just shoot at them. Nice. Well shoot. You should probably be snited a bit.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Well, I tried. Ulbrig is tanking all of the damage in the world, but is still incapable of going below 1 HP. Love that for me. He keeps throwing dispels at nothing in particular. Demon putting in work. I think you should probably also be throwing dispels, just, you know, ones that work. Spelled. But various stuff from various Labrazu. Love that for me. Can we hit them yet? Yeah, a little bit. Ember. Fireball. Just splash damage, it's always good. Ulbrig is tanking so much damage from this as well, but you know, it's all good, he can do it. Okay, now I think he's run out of not being able to die. Nope. Still very much not able to die. That guy, on the other hand, very able to die, and did. Nah, it's looking like these demons slash cultists will resist. Slash cultists turned into demons. These guys better have good loot, because they're surprisingly tough. Wow. Inspiring. Ulbrig takes 1,000,000 damage, and he doesn't care. Why is the one tune I always end up going back to, the Final Fantasy... Well, is it just in 7 that bit after the victory fanfare? I don't know. But it's the standard tune my brain does. Just ba 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 bam. Do we lightning bolt them or do we try and heal people? People are fine. Probably is just gonna miss. No, let's not waste the casts.
Short work of this.
Let's hear you cry.
And we aim this in a way that doesn't hurt us. Yes. Okay, killed one of our skeletons, but again, they were in a very real sense already dead. Setting everything on fire does seem to be the way. Okay, Ulbrig is no longer immortal. Important thing to bear in mind. Is he going to act differently? No.
Prepare yourself.
No glory without risk.
Okay, now the man is down. And now you're trying to attack the Shadow Demon, who you literally can't hurt because you're doing negative energy damage, I guess. Minus 55, that is... Well, let's see if we can still Breath of Life you, though. Can I quicken a Breath of Life? I can. The old double Breath of Life. Haha! Everything's fine. It's Ulbrig's turn. Be Griffin. You're at your best when you're Griffin. ABG, always be Griffin. You know what they say. I don't know who they are, but they certainly say that. Please stop saying it to me. It's weird. Not so bad.
Desna, guide my hand.
Rushley, please, can you just hit them at some point? Slice through those mirrors. You're down. Ulbrig takes a bunch of damage, summons some skeletons, falls over again. Isn't technically at death's door yet, so that's fine. We can just regular heal. Or even channel. That's how you get the most. At least the way I've built him.
Out of my way!
These are some tough cultists. Like, credit where it's due. They're, you know, at their next performance review, I will supply a reference quite happily. They all have scrolls of Firestorm and Tsunami. Also here there are various vent trash, some scrolls, whatever. Darren, you have a few casts of just straight heal. There we go. Also, yeah, turn your quicken rod off. And Ulbrig, if you could top off with potions. Excellent. And it cleaned all the blood off you and everything. Was that all the loot here? Is that it? How is that it? So this side path was just for a couple of tougher fights with no reward? We got that full plate, so there was that. But yeah, that second one, nothing. And this way, there's a crystal mimic. A Krimic? We'll workshop it. Will we workshop it before Ulbrig has killed it? Because that does not seem like it's going to take long. Amber, just kind of walk towards it. It's not within decent spell range, so whatever. Originally stunned.
Die! Let's hear you cry. The Inheritor, guide my blade.
And then it tried to wake up and got attack opportunity into oblivion. But nobody has yet told that to its model. Which is fine. Alright. I mean, if the rocks don't want to fight me, I'm totally fine just letting them be. I didn't want to fight the rocks. I didn't come here to fight rocks. Alright. Rift time. Or, wait, is this another path? Was there another path? Doesn't look like there was another path. I mean, no, we can go along that, but not enough for it to be an actual path. The camera does not care for these rifts, so let's go through it. I mean, it's 2024, we're all going through it. Branching path. What, we picked the wrong one? Okay, so up the stairs just leads back to the room we just were in. Daughter before. Okay, so that's that. And here we have another door. Daughter after. It's Minago. Enemies at the entrance. Stop them or your bones will decorate my master's labyrinth.
Consider it done, mistress. Bring us their heads. Bye.
Oh, the horn has sounded. Oh, not our heads.
There, how'd you manage to sneak up behind us?
You didn't notice us opening the door? Too busy being confused by your enigmatic brethren. Baphomet High Priest. Whoa. Baphomet High Priest who hits really hard. Wow. What level cleric are you? 20. That would explain that.
Into the fray.
Hey! I find that soundbite still very funny. Go and vamp touch this Minotaur. Why not? Give it the bad touch.
Run them through.
I will resist.
I'm not asking you to resist, I'm asking you to kill that Minotaur.
Out of my sight.
Those are different verbs. Ow. Should I have grapple on? I'll be honest, I'm not totally sure on how I should be using Ulbrich most effectively. What if I grappled this guy? Or what if I just murdered him? And got 7,000 XP for it? And what if Ulbrich went into his unkillable mode again? Oh no, no, he's still on 3 HP. That's more than one. I didn't think he had another charge of that, so good to know. The real enigma, how did Sealer just miss like 7 attacks in a row? Dragon Claws it. Nope.
Out of my way.
Cool, it's dead.
Prepare
But hey, there's another. But wait, there's more. Dave Barrow voice. Can you reach Ulbrich with a heal? Sure can. But not Shere Khan. What just happened there? Oh! Yes, because grapple is on. Right, so grapple means I only get one attack, but also it's grappled and, like, has... Oh yeah, no, its AC is now in the toilet.
I'll hit you.
You might, actually. Yeah, you did. Wow, 27 damage. Okay, yeah. Ulbrich's grappling might be sensible. Earthbreaker +1, Earthbreaker +1. Baphomet Servant's Key. Oh, yeah, because we've got to get 3 keys, 1 for each of the Demon Lords, haven't we? The Banshee's Heart. +3, Thundering Glaive. On crit, does a big explosion. Alright. Not bad. Breastplate +3. Physical flow +4. That's strength dex, right? Could anybody use that more than what they've got on? In Theomander, you've got con dex +2. It would probably be better for you. Ah, but you only have a +2. Here, have a +4. More strength and dex. Maybe you'll actually get to hit people more often. After shouting, "I'll hit you," which I still find extremely funny. It's hard to shake the feeling that the unmoving eyes of the statue of Baphomet are somehow watching you. I mean, it seems likely. Drink a billion potions. Or 10. Yeah, that's good too. Right, the alarm sounded. We should go and help our people. This is the way to helping people? Yes. Is this? No?
Head
That looked like it should be a passage. It was not. Let's go.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
All these guys I just met. There's an angel. I don't know if I call him a friend or not. Also, I don't know if I call the queen a friend, given that she made us wait a month. Fog of War. Oh. Wow. Hello, Crusader. Just spawning out of it. Dog. Ah, there you go. There's the rest of the fight. Why did you sound the alarm? This is like for Babaus. Also a Babaus votary murderer, which is a hell of a job description. But yeah, when you said like you were gonna be taking up a defensive position here, did you not expect to be attacked at all? Like at all? I'm not sure why this is an alarm-worthy situation, is my point.
Let's hear you cry.
I will see to your demise.
Seriously, you are handling these guys just fine even without my help. Oh, also we can see Wingalfrey's stat block. It's only level 24. 14 Paladin, 10 Mythic Companion, immunities to many things. She's got a lot of feats. I can't help but feel that, like, she's been alive for centuries and should perhaps have more, but hey. Maybe she just doesn't have that grind set.
It is what I was made for.
Yeah, but isn't your whole storyline about escaping what you were made for originally? God, have some thematic consistency.
Into the fray.
Also, like, again, 219 is a lot of HP, but again, I feel like the Queen should probably have more.
Run them through.
We talk about her like she has a much more impressive stat block, is my point. And I know you're not meant to criticize the Queen's stat block, but, you know. Oh wait, they're fighting more of them. I should probably be dealing with that.
I lead,
Where's the fight?
you follow.
See? Why alarm? We did... You can handle that. Anyway, here's the Baphomet key. He fits perfectly and starts to emit a disturbing glow. Cool, this isn't all probably a bad idea at all. Alright, no, that's not a way. That's not a corridor, that is a big hole. So I guess our next way would be these stairs. Seriously, why will we need it? Stretch and hydrate, yeah. Just sound the horn, Gondor calls for aid, and you get there and it's just like... Can you get that off the top shelf? It's not even the top shelf, really. It's a table. Just can't bother to get up. These are the requests we are asked to fulfill by our queen and a literal angel.
Pay attention.
Okay, don't go there. Rouge, you're up.
Please, allow me.
Probably stealth if you're going off on your own.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Okay. Well, this turned out to all be just one room with a couple of crates in it anyway. Crates. Wouldn't be really going without them. Let's go and open the door.
I will defend my dream.
Ooh. Just mythic succubuses. That's concerning. I didn't mean for you to go and stand in the corner, Zayla, but apparently that's what you felt the need to do. Ah, damn, I'm out of quickens. Oh, it's pronounced quickness.
I will resist. Your struggles end here.
But so will you, apparently. Two incubus, two succubus.
Over there.
A trap. I really should have seen that coming. It... Also, there's an invisible Shadow Demon Butchery over there. Why don't you charge that? No? Why can't... What do you mean you can't charge that? Anyway, stay out of the middle of the room. I think it's hit you anyway. Oh, it's acid fog. Yeah, we should probably not linger. Much like Jacob Marley. It's all about the not lingering. Shut up, Emma. Control Fireball. See, if this was Baldur's Gate, fog would turn out to be flammable and then the entire building would burn down. Would that be an improvement? No comment. It would certainly be a thing that happened. Anyway, vibrate the bones. Call yourself a mythic succubus. Can you handle some vibrating bones? I'm sorry. Sometimes I just say words and then I'm filled with regret.
Prepare yourself. Disappear.
I mean, it's only 2d6 damage. Not a lot.
Out of my way!
We could just be killing demons. Old Brig, jump in the fog. Ah, yes, grapple. I'm gonna continue to forget that I turned that on. Right, but yes, it also means it's easier for them to hit him because he's holding still and grappling. What do these do? Okay. Nothing exciting. Why don't you smite this votary and see if that helps? Well, you got rid of a couple of the mirror images that we can't see. No, not Clyde. The succubus. Why can't you do that? Scorching Ray, the succubus. The... Controlled Fireball? Fine. Maybe that succubus is not actually there. I don't know. That kind of thing happens. And then you get back up. Because truly the greatest power of these crystal-infused mythic demons is that you have to kill them twice.
Desna, guide my hand.
And like, I can generally kill them once, so twice is like, alright. Ulbrig is still grappling that guy. Can't take actions while he's doing it. Makes sense. But I can ungrapple. And then I... What do you mean I don't have I don't have my action? Oh, I do. It just wasn't showing it for some reason. Alright. Weird. Do I have another, like, ability I can use while they're grappled? No? I don't know. Grapple rules in a TTRPG. Difficult to understand the concept. Well, Ulbrich's dead, again. Can you hit this guy yet? No, he's still very concealed. He also knows Fireball. Problematic. Who's this? Amber. Amber, 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 Amber. Just claw it.
You won't stop us.
Darren, can you reach Ulbrich with a Breath of Life? Minus 81. Breath of Life may not be enough, my dude. What about heal? What about heal? No, you can't heal them while they're, you know, dead. Alright, try Breath of Life. Yeah, that only takes them up to minus 42. Which is still less than 0. You can tell by the other numbers.
Take your piece.
Anyway, that guy's dead. This acid fog is not really great for any of us, but whatever.
Let's hear you cry.
Mythic Overcharge, what's that? I don't know. Why did we lose a bunch of stuff? What? That's all Ember's gear. What happened to Ember? Ember's been dominated. Oh no. Less than ideal.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Yeah! Haha! Landed a hit. I should probably just, like, dispel that guy. Right, whose go is it? Darren. You try and Breath of Life, Ulbrich all the way up. Oh my god, it worked. Do I still have a quick and charge? I do. Great. What can I do with it? I mean, I can dispel this domination on Amber. Does that work? Yes. Excellent. I probably also could have done it with a restoration type thing that I might have had more casts on. Anyway. Having demons on our side is really the tag.
Will resist.
Well, Ulbrich's dead again.
Run them through.
That Incubus goes down and then comes back up. Because you're never going to keep him down.
No glory without risk.
You're really not accomplishing much there. I should probably do something different. Right, Amber. What are your big spells that you can throw at people? Can you vamp touch this Incubus? Yes, and it died. Get wrecked. It's also very much the tech that, you know, the demons that are on our side can hurt the other demons while they can't hurt our demons. Big fan of that.
Prepare yourself.
Ulbrich, stop dying repeatedly.
Out of my way.
Just looking for attention. Again, just hitting the demon that you can't hurt rather than the people that you probably could. Big fan. You still don't have any spell effects, do you? No.
To the fray.
Amber just died. Darren, please make Amber undie. I thought that took Death's Door off. We got Breath of Life going quickly enough. Oh, no, I think that's specifically if it's, yeah, creatures slain by death effects cannot be saved. Boo. Don't have any quickness left. Move on, I guess. Amber. I mean, standing up is just going to get you hit, isn't it? No? Surprising. Okay, well, maybe Vamp Touch while you're here. Did that not work? Are the Succubus immune to Drain? No? Did it just not happen because I got touch spell rules wrong once again? Seems more likely.
Guide my hand.
This fight is longer and tougher than it felt like it would be. Okay, look, can we just get Ulbrig up so he stops talking about joining his ancestors? You know when you know that one guy who is just continually going on about how we're all going to die soon and he will join his ancestors in Valhalla? And it's just like, yeah, we got it the first time. Hey, concealment seems to have maybe worn off. Not really. Aha! Can't illusion kill her twice? I mean, there's a solid chance you could have, but you didn't. Can I get rid of this pod? In theory, but failed. What's the DC? 28. There's a lot, but I did only roll a 5. Does she have a quicken? No. Darren. So, is this Shadow Demon versus still invisible? Yes. Fine. Greater Dispel. Did it work? Oh, I dispelled Mage Armor, good, Blur, sure, and Sea Invisibility. Seems less relevant.
Make your peace.
And then Arushale shot him, so apparently it worked.
It'll make for a good story.
I welcome your company.
Darren, just... Okay, you're out of heal, so... Just McGreety him back up.
We'll be ready.
Now, if everybody retreats out of the fog... And we work out who knows regular Dispel.
Together, we stand.
Rules are made to be broken.
So you've got Greater Dispel, which you have spent all your casts on. What are your other things? Do you have anything that will get rid of this? Break Enchantment. Nope. Oh, there you go. It wore off on its own. Sometimes, if you just leave problems alone for long enough, they solve themselves. The real moral of this story. The other moral is, these people drop nothing good. Okay, we have the Scroll of Glitter Dust, which I'm still going to say constitutes nothing good. The room is drowning in sinister luxury, aren't we all? The banners, armor, and other Crusader trappings presented as trophies look strangely out of place. I don't know, it's a demon lair. Those sound perfectly on brand.
Is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with contempt.
I don't know what you're talking about, Darren. I am literally not listening to you. See, like, you have so many lay on hands charges that you never use. I mean, it's not a lot, but you've got a bunch of them. But what's in this wardrobe? Potions, vendor trash. magic essence. Need that for storyteller things. Also, here we have Faxon's letter. Lady Minago. Do we know Faxon? Can't remember. The Tower of Estrad is fully equipped for the operation. Our troops are at full force, and our weapons and essential materials are at the ready. I took special care to ensure that our preparations did not arouse the suspicions of the city's defenders. I had to dispose of a pair of annoying mortals who'd been sticking their noses in places they shouldn't. My agents have infiltrated all the Crusader orders in Canabras apart from the Eagle Watch. We're ready to attack Canabras. The fools will have no idea who stuck the knife in until it's too late. As a reward for my diligent performance, I asked that Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch, be given over to me after we win. She's been a thorn in my side for too long. I have some scores to settle with her. Hail Baphomet. Faxon. So yeah, we killed him. Back in, like, episode 2. And he deserved it. The end. Ah! And this door leads into a book. It's the first of Callistrel, put 716. A strange scene is revealed to the commander's eyes. Bodies of mortals of different ages and races are neatly hung on hooks. They aren't impaled, instead they dangle from restraints carefully looped over each hook. The entire structure is more akin to a wardrobe hung with clothes than a torture chamber. I mean, the two have many similarities. But it's no less disturbing for the comparison. All the bodies are strangely withered, almost mummified, but their eyes are wide open. The dead stare of a blue-eyed half-elf girl hanging on the central hook is fixed on the commander. The last blue-eyed half-elf girl who thought a lot of me turned out to be a serial killer. Another step and they all die, shouts the demon Minago from behind the structure. These are my husks. One snap of my fingers, and I'll all be dead, and any strike you direct at me will instead be turned on them. Commander's reply comes swiftly. Yep, there you go. Insufferable knowledge check passed. Yeah, no, that's... We can fix this without hurting them. I know these things. What the hell with you? Minago screams, preparing to run. It's not clear exactly what the demon does, but all at once the husks no longer look like corpses. The air fills with their hollow, desperate groans. The hair of the blue-eyed young woman in the centre turns grey before the commander's very eyes, as if each passing moment lasts a dozen years for her. Her face seems vaguely familiar. The commander rushes forward to gain to that 432 experience. So we could help the victims, because I don't think one good act is going to push us over the edge into the wrong alignment. And I kind of do want to see what's going on here, and I'm sure we'll find Minago again. Like, yeah, well, it's fine. Minago disappears, her malevolent, slightly hysterical laughter echoing after her. But the commander's no longer concerned with her, she's busy helping the victims. The blue-eyed half-elf, now aged, falls from her hook and lands heavily on the ground. Her grey hair, brown only moments before, covers her face. Her shoulders are trembling, but her fingers curl into a fist. The glow of healing magic engulfs her hand as she runs her fingers over her face. Her trembling subsides, and she struggles to her feet. Do not abandon me, inheritor. Give me the strength to aid my brothers and sisters in their hour of need. The old woman whispers softly. Her hands once more begin to glow with healing light, and she rushes to help the commander to heal the other husks. The commander now sees her face. It's the face of Yaniel, the hero of the First Crusades. The last time we thought we met Yaniel, it turned out to be a relay. Were you actually Yaniel this time? Oh, and then we were in Animation Land again. Husk, 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 husk. Husk, husk. They're all husk. I can barely feel my body. When will we be able to leave? Yaniel? Ah, there you are. Blue-eyed old woman helps the last victim down from their hook. We're alive. We're free. No more of this endless imprisonment. He looks at you. Whoever you are, accept the gratitude of Yaniel, an unlucky paladin who spent years serving as a demon's plaything. Sister, I'm so happy we were able to help you. I have a chaos button. I'm desperately tempted. Just be like, the last time we met Yaniel, she turned out to be a Relu. Stab. But here we are caught at the crossroads of my thing of press the chaos button and stop doing summary executions. And we're going to hang on that dilemma for a couple minutes, I think. No, we've got time. I've met Yanya once before and they turned out to be evil. The old woman chuckles bitterly. I'm not surprised. Demons are well versed in artifice of all kinds, and there's nothing that brings them greater pleasure than using mortals' trusting natures against us. If you don't believe I am who I claim to be, test me however you want. Yeah, go see the Hand of the Inheritor. I'm sure he'll be able to sort it out. The woman's face lights up. Our golden winged angel is here. It's been so long since I heard the voice of Iomede's herald. I'll go to him now. Thank you again. I'll spend a moment longer near these hooks. Well, that worked out well. Okay, but now we are going to go on our second short commercial break. So yeah. As ever, I will do the self-care things. You should also do the self-care things. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is your reminder. Go and say hello to a human and help an old woman off a hook. The hook could be metaphorical, and frankly, so could the old woman. But one way or the other, I will be back in a few minutes. If you can let the ads run, that would be great. Cool. I will see you then. Bye. And we're back. Hello, everyone. Let's look at this barrier.
Done.
The barrier created by Minago is literally radiating power. She clearly put great effort into making it. I mean, I'm not sure why that was even a Knowledge Arcana check. I can tell that it is powerful and radiating with my eyes. Your mirror needs some work. Video game mirrors are always fascinating to see how the animators have addressed them. Right, Roosh, your turn. Oh, also, Darren, throw some healing embers way. Congratulations, you've been Magridium Turinist. Oh, and there's a retriever there, so... Let's see if we can be the stealthiest person in the world. Literally invisible.
Surrender or else.
Wow. Now you are pursued and also retrieved. Anyway, let's go to the Abyss. Where everyone that's too chaotic for hell lives. So... Okay, so it looks like the other one we're going through is, like, right there. We just have to get through a few bow. That was very bright indeed.
Do not waver.
She says, panning over it again. Apologies. Shoot. Actually hit. Refreshing. Thank you for approaching all our melee fighters. Very nice of you. Very obliging.
Let's hear you cry. Run them through.
Yeah, the lava waterfall is... Camera's having a time with it. Ulbrig. Why are you Skyrim horsing up that cliff? Stop it, it's weird. Where's the other one? Where is this other babao? Oh, over there. Okay. Couldn't see because of the lava.
I will resist.
Oh, how do you have line of sight? I assumed that was, solid. Oh, no, I see it. Right.
Out of my sight!
No glory without risk. Out of my way!
That one voice clip still really gets me. Just that, hey! It's like... Reminds me of... You remember that one clip that was a meme like a year ago with everyone... All the beauty pageant contestants announcing the country they were from, and then it comes to France, and she just goes, France! And it just sounds like somebody stepped on a goose. It's classic. In the sense that, it came out a year ago. So I guess I could just dive straight back in the other portal, but why not poke around in the abyss some? See, there's a tent. And here's Gracilla, priestess of Nocticula. And she's not hostile. Alright. And another person. The succubus, reclining on the pillows, notices you, but doesn't even make an attempt to attack you. Her dark eyes track your every move. Welcome to the Shrine of Nocticula, Commander. I'm Gracilla, Nocticula's devoted priestess. I'm supposed to stop your kind, but you charged in here so resolutely, so imperiously, that my hand is already moving to offer you the key. Watch out! Gracilla is one of Nocticula's favorite tools. She knows how to appear weak and vulnerable, but her power shouldn't be underestimated. Ah, Arushale. Who better than you to know how weak or powerful I can be? I remember showing you both, and I don't recall you being so cautious back then. In fact, you... Stop! I don't want to think about that time. I was different back then. Demons usually try and just kill me, and then I kill them. What's up with that? Gracilla smiles and shrugs a naked shoulder. You would hardly believe me if I told you I was in awe of the commander's glory, or I just want to feel those hands that have brought death to so many demons treat my body like a holy relic. It's partially true. Gracilla leans forward, looking you in the eye. I dreamed of you barging into my abode and taking me violently like a slave. But I dreamed even more often of you giving me freedom. There's no place for me in Dresden. That stuck-up prig who thinks he's the irreproachable messenger of Iamade won't let me up there. But I can't return to my mistress to report this either. Gracilla sighs heavily, her chest rising and falling in a supple wave. Wow, why is the narrator so horny for her? Darazan, that brute, got the idea that we all must fight to the very end. He's not letting anyone leave the abyss. But tell me, why would I fight you, the victor? All I can do is kneel and give you the key to the door that guards the rift. What's the catch? Priscilla wags her finger at you like you're a disobedient child. Oh, suspicious, Commander. There's no catch. I just want to spend some more time with you and test you. Her eyes flash. I want to know whether I can trust you with the key. Well, tell me. Why should I believe that you'll defeat Darazan? You'll get a present if you convince me. Priscilla doesn't do anything. Looks at you. But as you stare back at her, you're struck by the realization that she is incredibly beautiful. Her features seem familiar, though you can't place her. And at the same time, her beauty is a blend of everything that's ever aroused your desire, even in passing. Bigitha Lordship here, whispers a voice, the one you've heard so often in your dreams. Come to me. I dream of you. Failed a will check. Rolled a natural one. You know, sometimes when the dice really say something about a character. Bigitha's sexy save is in the absolute toilet. Oh, perfect. You see no point in resisting. Finally, your most ardent, half-forgotten fantasies will become a reality. No point in searching. Everything you need's here. But instead of touching you, Grisilla laughs and the vision dissipates. I thought better of you, Commander. You can't resist me. What would a stronger succubus manage if she deigned to set her sights on you? You'll be just a toy in her hands. I'm starting to doubt you've defeated as many demons as they say, and that you're capable of defeating Darazan. Just give me the key. I don't... Just give... Priscilla pounds. Oh, well. I was hoping you'd be interested in something other than death and fighting. You're in such a hurry to get to Darazan. I might think his powers of seduction are greater than mine. Well, go on then if you like Valorous that much. But know that you're missing out. Cool, didn't know that would just end the dialogue. Can we talk again? We can. Grisilla gives you a tender look. I know you can't just walk away from me, Commander. Doesn't look like a shrine. Grisilla laughs softly. What does it look like? Brothel. This is what a shrine of Nocticula is supposed to look like. A place where pleasures await the meek and the defiant, yet Grisilla licks her full lips. Quick death. Tell me of Nocticula. Grisilla stares dreamily into the distance, her cheeks flushing slightly. Nocticula, my mistress. She is the patroness of succubi and assassins, the ruler of a Lucinera, city of pleasures and cruelty. She is as deadly as she is beautiful. When Nahindri, the cursed demon lord, tried to enslave her, she just destroyed him like a bothersome insect. My mistress has seduced and killed many powerful demons. She built her realm on their bones. They became the Midnight Isles. Phyllis sighs. Never could even get close to her greatness. Oh, my lady in shadow, lover and warrior. Not even worthy of being trampled beneath your feet. Not good enough to have my skull crushed between your thighs. Jesus. I think I'll need a week to recover after that outpouring of fanaticism and obsequious hyperbole. Darren really here with the $10 words to express his disapproval. Tell me about succubi. I mean, I get your general deal. You must know a lot about them already. They're demons of passion, who assume the appearance our victim most desires to see. We feed not on your flesh, but your life. Our kisses are deadly for you. Even we drain your life force until there's nothing but an empty shell left. Nocticula, our lady in shadow, the greatest of us, first of us. Oh, how I'd love to earn her praise, but you won't let that happen, I know. Bye. I won't stop you. I kind of want to see what happens if we attack. Yes, it's technically the anti-chaos button. Also, we can just steal your stuff. Will this aggro you? Let's see.
Finished here. Is there more?
The Mantle of Night. +3 leather armor, +10 on stealth skill. Stealth checks. In addition, whenever the wearer loses invisibility and blood. That might be one for a Ruchelet, but more likely Walger? How does it compare to what she's got? She's got the studded armor of Trinity, which is just very strong. Yeah, I think that we save that for the widget. But what do you have to say, Succubus God? You're mysterious and dangerous. I like that. No ordinary mortal could withstand the heat coming from far. Challenge accepted. Also, we appear to be fine. And mysterious and dangerous. I'm gonna pop a save before we enter a fight we're not prepared for. See what'll happen, really. Have fun.
None shall escape.
And then there were 6 of her. And she rolled a 35 for initiative. And then she cast Overwhelming Presence, and we were all paralyzed. Apart from Bigitha. What level is she? 25. That's a lot. Immune to most things. Overwhelming Presence. Yeah. Just throwing majesty at us. And then the succubi shot us until we died. You know the film They Shoot Horses, don't they? It was talking about succubi. Now if Darren could get over it. Oh, it's DC 20. That's exciting. Ah, but Seal managed to get out. Does Seal no break enchantment? That would be great. Sealer does not appear to know break enchantment. Speaking of enchantment, enjoy this challenge. Failed to overcome spell resistance. Well, we tried.
Hear you cry.
How many HP does Priscilla have? 310. That's literally like 50% more than Goldfrey has. You know the bit where I said this fight was probably a bad idea? Well. I was 100% correct. And did they just kill Clyde? How dare they? How dare they? Here, have a channel. Probably the best. Anybody want to wake up? Bigitha needs to stand up. And is it time to become Hugh Elemental and see what happens? I think it is. They are just obsessed with shooting this horse. Hey, the horse eventually falls down. Anybody want to pass their will throws anytime? Would be great. Oh, damn it, I meant to smite myself. Well, let's see if you can at least hit this succubus.
The light. Take you.
And cause... Why did that provoke attacks of opportunity? Oh, because you're unarmed. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, and they all have a billion AC, so... In conclusion, this was a terrible idea. I'm gonna just load. How many times have we run into that in this stream? Just like, hey, I bet if we do this, we're all going to die. Then it's a terrible idea. Does it? We all die. Oh no, that was a terrible idea. But luckily, I'm actually Nicolas Cage in the movie Next, which was not a good film, but, you know, apparently left enough of an impression that I am still referencing it in 2024. It was a Hull Nelson story originally, I think. It's called The Golden Child. It was definitely called that, whoever it was by. But yeah, his whole thing is he can see a little way into the future and avoid all the negative consequences of his bad choices. Truly the greatest. Hey, don't mind Boggars. Greatest superpower. But yeah, it's not a good film. And then, mild spoilers for I say mild, like spoilers for a film that came out many years ago. At the end, it turns out, like, the second half of the film is all a premonition, and thus nothing actually mattered. Like I say, not a good film. Apparently it lived in my brain. What do you want to hit them with? Fire Snake. Because that avoids allies. Nice.
Prepare yourself.
For elimination! Wait, no. That's a different thing. Your character Darren has gone insane. Your insanity can only be removed by powerful spells, such as Heal and Greater Restoration, both of which Darren has.
Let's hear you cry.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Surrender or else.
I didn't turn her claws on. And she just punched it, and it went badly. And now she has charisma damage. And apparently she has wisdom damage. We really do need Darren back for that restoration. Okay. Do I have any items with greater restoration? Potions or scrolls? Reduce, remove curse, remove disease. Will remove curse take away insanity? Is it a curse affair? I don't know. Darren. Confused, mentally befuddled, and cannot act normally. Oh, so he's not actually gone insane. He's confused, which is different. And he did just shoot a Rochelet in the back. But honestly, this is Darren. Do we have any evidence that wouldn't have happened otherwise? Anyway, can we... Lesser Restoration, Amber, to get rid of some of this stat damage. Dramatic Delay. I should probably just do the proper restoration, shouldn't I? But I have so many fewer casts of that. Alright, one more. Need to use up these low-level slots somehow. Hurrah, she has her stats back. Are they stats she uses? I don't remember. Did she cast from Charisma? The fact that she has +7 Charisma suggests yes. Okay, so we've got the Nocticular Key, and we've got another rift to go through, but also there's so much Abyss to explore. My brain is trying to work out a joke based around the fact that bis is Latin for twice. I really don't think it's worth it, because I'm not sure even I would find it funny. Jesus. Lava waterfall out of nowhere. Okay, so in fact, we have 3 options. Oh no. Let's go back to this one we spawned near. Wait, there's... Oh no, wait, we investigated this and came to the conclusion it was nothing. Hi, Priscilla. Bye, Priscilla. So, which one did we come in through? It'll be the furthest to the west one, I think. So, yeah.
Move out.
Where does this take us? In front of this rock. But it brings us in just behind that barrier Minago put up. So I think this might be like where we would have gone if we'd chased Minago and we could go straight to that entrance to the abyss, which doesn't seem much different. Maybe there's more.
Pay attention.
Oh, there's also immediate traps. Rish.
I finished here.
Thanks,
Is
Rish.
there more?
Maybe. Hello. Wonder if we should go and check on the Hand of the Inheritor after we were like, so, quote-unquote, Yaniel, go and see the Hand of the Inheritor. Wonder if we should do any follow-up on that.
I will see to your demise.
Maybe we should do some kind of due diligence in our crusading. Just shout at it. Aratiga!
Glory without risk.
Charges into a billion attacks of opportunity. Dies. Won't last. Do they have, like, a specific thing which tells you about this whole they die and then they undie thing? This Iron Will? No, that's just saving throws. Eh. Nope. Can't do anything until it gets up again. Well, I mean, I could actually get some distance away from it with my casters. That would make sense. Hello, you're back. I'm so surprised. This is my shock base. Can you not kill Darren? They killed Darren.
Run them.
How dare you kill my most douchebag boyfriend? Bruce, you have Inspiring Recovery. You should do that. Okay, well it worked and also got her attack opportunities, but that's fine. It didn't particularly hurt. Now you can channel. And get a bunch of HP. Love having a bunch of HP. I don't know, Ember, what do you want to hit it with? I don't have that many options, and yet I'm always paralyzed by indecision. Try bad touching it. Yeah, it worked.
Into the fray.
To a given degree. I mean, it's not fire elemental, so it's never going to be that good. Wow. What a series of terrible rolls! Now die! Oh, not dead yet. Dead yet.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
You're the only one who really needs topping off, so... And I only just remembered to say the word off there. Hello, we're on the other side of the barrier now. Assumed there would be a way to disable the barrier from this side. Guess not. I mean, I could... Oh, there's boxes here. They have trash in them. Need that trash for money reasons. I mean, I was saying earlier how I no longer had the insane amounts of money I did before, so I guess something. Okay, let's go back out this door. I just want to run back and see if we can check on the hand. And see if Yaniel got to them okay, or if she's just despawned and the GM's like, I can't be bothered to write dialogue for her at this point. Just... Oh, I'd have to go upstairs and everything. I said I'm doing it now. If everybody was as fast as the literal horse, that would be great. Maybe Theomanda should play Geralt. Have I made that joke already? That's a specific reference. I mean, I say it's a specific reference. All the things I say, if you don't understand them, probably a very niche reference. Are the people we sent here? Hello? This place is teeming with inescapable evil. Majesty? So good to be on the offensive again and not the defensive. Anybody seen Yaniel? I wasn't worried before, and now I'm worried. Well. Okay. Maybe she went through there and she's like gone back up to Dresden and just nobody has mentioned it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure it'll be fine. Why? Okay. Why is the interact prompt not appearing? Have I bugged the game? Did it not expect me to go back here? I've confused the GM as they tried to find old Matt. They were like, as soon as you left that room, I put the map in the shredder just for personal catharsis. Did you never wonder what that noise was? Players are all like, I just assumed that was you thinking. Because, you know, we're tabletop players. We're all dicks. Weirdly harsh, perhaps, but here we are. What do you come here for? Careful and measured discussion and reasonable comments? Nah, that's never been my brand. Move faster. There we go. Oh, I can loot this knife in this chained up body. Fun! You know how it is when you see a corpse with a knife in its chest chained to a wall and your first thought is, Bat could sell that knife. Okay, trap.
None shall escape.
I mean, this is obviously a trap, but you know, what are you? What are those? A Galu Warmonger. Level 19. We're getting to the sticky end of the enemies. What does that mean, Emma? Don't know. Dead. Aha, I can jump over the trap. I should probably have looked at the Galu's stat block before I decided to drop my boyfriend on it. Yeah, it can hit pretty hard, but that's fine. It regenerates. Resistant to acid, cold, and fire. Rain of blood! Wow, yeah, we should probably kill it before it does a whole lot of annoying measures. War of Havoc. Anything lawful and paladins have to make a will save to stop being nauseated by being near it. Neat. Okay, Celia, you can't do a great deal with that trap in the way, I'll be real. Yeah. Not a lot you can do. Oh well. Amber. Many, many things you can do. But which one? I guess just Fireball. Is there a place I can aim it that hits the demons and not all brick? Less nice, the bit where Ulbrich is being repeatedly stabbed, but you know, can't have everything. Why don't you lightning it? Wow, 3 damage. You know who'd be doing more than 3 damage? Lan. Yeah, why didn't I put Lan in the all my romantic partners party? That was foolish of me. Hydrate and stretch, you make an excellent point. I just miss the fact that I have a weird non-relationship with Lan. Where mostly we spar and have sexually charged looks. I mean, I usually have sexually charged looks. Ahahaha, obvious. Yeah, Seela, there really is nothing you can do from here. I don't particularly want to just willfully run over the trap. And this channel wouldn't even hit Ulbrich. What are you doing with your life, Seela? Just scorching. No, that would mean walking straight into the trap. What do the wings do? Immunity to ground-based effects. I don't know if that includes traps. Guess we'll find out. Doesn't include traps. We got lightly storm bolted. It's fine. Ulbrich's dead, but not like dead. It's mildly dead. Die, but like die. Don't just mildly die. Arushale.
Guide my hand.
Amber has been paralyzed. This Galu can attempt to hit Clyde and fail repeatedly, and it's quite funny. Seela now can't move because of Clyde being stunned. Not Clyde, Theo being stunned rather than anything else. Great. You can heal thyself, and apparently, no, that swift action is all you get to do this turn. God, I love Clyde being made of titanium. It's very useful.
Run them through. Make your peace.
The sinister make your peace, you know, it hits better when you don't then miss 4 times in a row. Speaking of missing several times in a row, you want a Breath of Life over it? Actually, you don't even need to Breath of Life him. You just, like, cure critical. Just a regular Magritium Turinos. Is Diet Magritium Turinos okay? Oh, and then she came into range of his Aura of Havoc and fell off her horse. That's honestly quite funny. Even Molten Orb does too much splash. Scorching Ray. Okay, Ulbrich is down again. That Galu is very dead. All of them are very dead. I was about to say everyone is very dead, and that's not technically true. Also, there are cultists over there have just noticed us. Now that the demons that were clearly standing in the way have been killed, the cultists can see us through the door. They can't. Don't we Hurricane Bow in preparation? Right, Amber. Now, there's nobody around them, so why don't we just start doing big area of effect spells? Yay! Large damage. Get killed by a horse, nerd! No, they've got ranged attacks of opportunity going on. Fine. In that case, I'll just attack you. And now you're dead. No attacks of anything at any range. Ever again. Did I just miss a sexy vibe? What? I didn't say that. Did I say that? I really don't think I said that. Am I missing something? I don't know. But yes, I agree on a 2-stage fight, rude. Oh, there's another archer. Archers are the real goats of this game. Maybe that's why I didn't bring Lan, is just I had a Rochelet, and if I had 2 archers, we would just be far too powerful.
I will resist.
No, you're paraphrasing the Lan references because they were long. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Oh, right, the whole thing of how did I forget to bring one of my boyfriends? Yeah. And yeah, no, any comment you could make on that would be, you know, both wounding and entirely true. Because yes, that is a thing I do. Because of course it is. Dealer, you're very slow now that you have no horse. Darren, if you kind of walk there and then channel. The fling across the room physics of Clyde headbutting people into space are hysterical. Correct. Absolutely sends me every time. That's still not how death from above works, Emma. Remember the rules of Pathfinder.
Prepare yourself. Desna, guide my hand.
Scorching Ray this guy if you can make it into range. You can. And now he's dead. Like, extremely dead. Anything good? Nope. But what if we stole all their stuff? Also, what's this? His body of the soldier of the Second Crusade decayed long ago, but his rusty armor still bears the spark of his holiness. Like, his holiness, capital H, is like the Pope? Anyway, there you go. We got rid of some abyssal corruption. Go us. Sealer, get back on your horse. You're so slow otherwise. You're very slow. Theo is very fast. Ooh, Finian notes. Test report 3. Master, the third stage of the testing process is nearing completion. Specimen 367, Finian Dismar turned into a crossbow on command and was using an ambush on a small group of crusaders. The specimen fine-tunes the wheels of aim, all shots are highly accurate. Plans for the next stage are to test the specimen in an open confrontation with a crusader detachment as was intended. Additional notes, the specimen has practically stopped making unwanted noises. These are the last words that were heard from it. I need to head back to the Pathfinder Society with a full report. Where's the nearest lodge? Yep, that sounds like a thing he'd say. But in this box
Not right here.
is a trap.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Remove the trap.
Glad I was useful
Well
to
done.
you.
Now open the box.
I finished here. Is there more?
Resist electricity, pressure cat's grace, thieves. Nothing good. Why was there a trap on that? Hardly seems worth it. Just, come on, guys. Trap your good stuff. See, this random guy had those potions as well. You haven't looted any of the demons in here. Buddies +3. Potion. Alchemy +2. Budgie +3. I was just like, what's over there? No, that is the rift we came in through.
All this waiting bores me.
Something and the rift you came in through. I mean, we're running low on casts and all. Should we just take a rest? Maybe the beds are a sign that we should take a rest. You can't camp when enemies are nearby. Well, this is how we learned enemies were nearby. In that case, Darren, you want to use your last channel. And then also at least one cure crit on Clyde. Not Clyde, Aldrig. You ever confuse your boyfriend with your dinosaur? There we go. Alright. Presumably there'll be enemies here. I was told there would be enemies, Eggman. Now, is this a skip, or...? Where does this take us? Oh, it's like we have looped all the way around. Hurrah.
Move out.
What? And here we have a Masterwork S-Stock, never going to use it, exotic weapons, magic missile scrolls, gold bar, just, you know, casual. Anything else here? No? Cool. It's very funny to me that there's no animation or anything for that. It's just, cool, let us unload the area, and then we will reload the area with you on the other side. Oh, another horn signal. The invaders, they must not get inside the Fane! Enemies were nearby, who knew? Okay, more enemies. Seriously, I don't get how their plan was, well, we'll stand here and attract the enemy's attention, but then if anybody ever gets within 6 feet of us, you need to come back and help us.
Make your peace.
Like, what purpose are they serving? Despite the fact that, as we've shown, they can clearly take care of it themselves, because they do when we aren't close enough to trigger combat.
Into the fray.
These Babao, all dead. Everyone. All my Babao, dead.
I finished here.
I love that thing of Theomander can't pick locks. Yeah, he's a horse. This is not atypical of horses. Okay, stop stealing my guys. I have all of those for a reason. Seriously, I do not actually need to help, but it'll go at least a bit quicker if I do. That guy, dead. That guy, dead. That guy, still here for now. And if the Inheritor casual level 20 Angel... It's barely even worth spending spell slots on this. I guess I'll use Shout.
No glory without risk.
Stepped away for a few meetings and came back to us having a late stream today. Nice. Late for you, not late for me. Time zones and daylight savings, remember? This is the normal time I will be about to finish, and I am in fact about to finish. I kind of want to run long because I'm enjoying making some progress and doing the dungeon. But I have tickets to go and see a man about a Shire-Halud, so what are you going to do? Yeah, for, I think, the next week and a half or so, we're an hour closer. Yes, yes, you have many demon abilities, we know. Have fun watching Worms? I plan to. Love those games. Can't wait until one of them gets out a bazooka. There's probably the germ of a very good YouTube video that I do not have the dedication to make there. Just clips from June redubbed with sound effects from Worms. Just they go to the knife duel and it's full of Fade Routher going, ha! You missed! Blah, blah, blah. I'm amusing myself. Hit you both with a fireball. I make that reference, then I remember that Americans exist, and I really don't know how much traction those games got the other side of the Atlantic, because they are, in retrospect, really quite English. We need to have a charge path on any of these. Disgraceful.
Run them through.
Bunch of dead demons there that we didn't have to take care of. Oh, Marilith. You're new. Are you new? Have we seen those before? I can't remember. Which June games? No, not the June games. That's what I'm saying. The Worms games. This is like I say, the joke I can see the genesis of is June recut with sound from Worms. You encountered Worms games as a kid, cool. Yeah, I know. I just genuinely didn't know how much they'd travelled. Hello, Marilith. You're new. Anyway, have like 200 damage from my Griffin boyfriend.
I'll make short work of this.
And then
Desna,
my douchebag boyfriend will attempt to shoot you and fail. As will my awkward girlfriend. You know how popular they were in the US, but they were available for rental at Blockbuster? Yeah. And truly, we know that's when you know you've made it.
too late for apologies.
Into the fray.
There we go. And of course, by that metric, now that we don't have Blockbuster, nobody will ever be successful ever again. Because if that's how you know you made it, then now it's impossible to have made it. Are you quite done? Well, something just exploded. Amber's dead. Like, actually dead, because she was already death's doored. Not ideal. I mean, I have cast some resurrection and all kinds of things like that. Cool. Darren, Breath of Life to Amber. And then she'll teleport. I was told that the magic of the rift made teleporting impossible. There's a status effect for it and everything. Oh yeah, we have fought Marilith before, because I remember them dropping 6 scimitars and it being kind of funny. Do you have any new dialogue? No? Inescapable evil still? Have you considered escaping the evil? That's my tip. Ooh, scrolls. I'll never use. Before I forget, throw some healing at the Amber. I mean, I could probably actually do that rest here now I think about it. But no, what I'm actually going to do right now is leave. Because as I say, places to be, worms to see, you know. Yeah. So, quick wrap up. As ever, if you've been watching this, you know I'd find me, but just in case, twitch.tv/Serasent, that's Serasent, the House of Hubris. Streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. British time, and that is, as we were just discussing, currently 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Other time zones are available, and this is liable to change in the next couple of weeks, so why not just follow us and get notified whenever I'm here? If you do miss anything, VODs are on Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. Everything else, link down there for the YouTube, says VOD Archive, or it's youtube.com/@House of Hubris, where you can get everything going back to the very start of the channel. While you're there, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything. It gets hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or at least it will once I've finished editing these. They'll be back soon, I promise. The VODs will all be there. What else? If you want to support me actually making story progress financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't have to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. If you want to find me elsewhere, socials all down there, or it's House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Masto, househubris.psky.social on Blue Sky, or just search Emma Laslet. It's not exactly a common name. And be prepared for weird news articles about me. Maybe don't do that. I don't know. Up to you. Cool. I think that's everything. So, and yeah, like, check out shows I'm in. I post about them on the socials. All of that good stuff. As you know, I need to go. Okay. Love you all. And I will see you again on Thursday when I won't have to run away and see a film. Alright. Love you all. Bye-bye.